It sounds insanely naughty. Hello everybody, it's Barry here. Hope you are well, wherever you are in the world. Where are you? Where are you in the world? Are you a strange chap talking to a piece of glass in his kitchen like me? Maybe you are. If you're not, let me know where you are. I love that. Sometimes I get fascinated by that. Today we're doing a recipe that sounds like a K-pop band called Korean corn dogs. I know. I've got their second album. So we've got like the corn doggy thing. That's my corn dog action. It's me holding a stick with a corn dog. Very American kind of fairground thing. I've made it before in the past. Really, really fun. But there's this Korean street food twist on it called the Korean corn dog, where you dunk it in a yeasty batter that bubbles and breadcrumbs, optionally fries, and it's got a hot dog in the middle still like a corn. So it is a corn dog. But it's sugar coated with ketchup and mustard. Instead of meat, you could just have a stick of mozzarella if you want. Or, like we're gonna do, you can go half and half. And it's like the chip thing, dunked in chips on the batter. But before we get started, you will notice that Homer is not there. The cardboard cutouts that I used to help me focus the camera, even though sometimes it's out of focus. I put a post on Patreon to everyone, please help me pick a new cardboard cutout. We had some amazing suggestions, like Doc from Back to the Future. We had David Attenborough. We had so many. We had me, we had Ashens, we had Seal, which was a very popular one, but I've got Rose here. I didn't want to be too obsessed with him, like that Alan Partridge scene. Some of you guys probably get that. The deal was, if you picked one that I liked, I was gonna order two, and that is what is in this box. Shall we introduce you to the new cardboard cutout? Folks, this is Pat, all right? I think Pat is going to be quite good for some of the camera geeks out there, because there's quite a lot of white there. That might help my white balance on the camera, mightn't it? Congratulations to Jason, though. In this box, I ordered two of them. I'm going to sign the cow and send it to you so you can have one as well. Thank you for all the suggestions. I probably will need a third one. Homer's having a little rest up there. Pat does fit there nicely. It's a little bit strange because we're doing a meat-based dish, but sorry, Pat. I knew that would happen. First video, it had to, didn't it? So this is pretty interesting today, like with the corn dogs I made before, and for complete clarity, I might be wrong, I think I remember we had baking powder instead of this recipe using yeast in its batter. So it is plain flour, woohoo, sugar, pinch of salt, 300 ml of lukewarm water, instant yeast. This is going to be our batter, all right? Here's the difference with the Korean corn dogs though, like rather than that baking powder twist, which I'm fairly certain is what we did, like this is a yeasty dough. We need to leave this now to double in size. But I'm gonna have to put this into a nice warm spot, probably near my boiler out here. Sorry, I've just got to move you out of the way. Yeah, we went there. Go right by my boiler, by a coat rail that I've got to hang up, and some clay modelling that the kids have been doing. Look at that, how exciting. It's going to help get that yeast going. We want it to double in size ideally, and that's going to drench and coat our fillings, which we can actually work on now, so let's do that. All right folks, look at that. That is a cheese only corn dog, Korean style. Basically a mozzarella stick, isn't it? But that is ketchup on there, I believe, and it's sugar coated on that crust too. I'm quite excited about the hot dog one as well. So, ooh, we'll mix it up. So we've got a big old block here of mozzarella. These hot dogs that historically I used to be like, yeah, I blooming love these things, but they're like 44%. Just one sausage, nothing else. 44% of your daily allowance of fat. Bamboo skewer, straight through the middle. Da, da, da. And sometimes this is the hardest bit. No, come on. No, come on. Bend. That's better, that feels more sensual, and that is almost too long a stick for me to just stick it in the oil. It could snap. So I've got some pliers from my garage. I'm just going to take a little bit off. This is optional. We still want a little bit to be able to hold it, but yeah. Because apparently it's also common to cut one in half, stick going through the mozzarella like that. Amazing. And then into the hot dog. Apparently this is popular. And of course, if you don't want meat, you can just have a stick of mozzarella. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I had that half a mozzarella and half a hot dog left over, and I feel like this, if you don't like the idea of threading it through a huge skewer, is if you do it in small bits like this. So we're going sausage, cheese, sausage, cheese. Oh my god. Yes. So the really cool, oh my gosh, the really cool thing is that whilst we've been doing this, our dough has been working away. It's still not enough time yet, but you can get this prep done and we can ram this, because they're both from the fridge, back in the fridge till we're ready. And if you're wondering, Boston is like, Amy, he's got the hot dogs out. Just as an aside, if I leave these out, Mrs. B's going to come home and be like, you've been cooking again? Whenever I can find a reason to use some sort of hardware or DIY stuff in cooking video, there is a crossover for that. And kitchen scissors, like we just used then, in my opinion, the best kitchen tool ever, all right? Just putting that out there. But anyhow, it's going to get a little bit strange now, he says, as there's a cow in the background. The coating, now this is optional, there's so many different variations, but I have to do this, is cubed, frozen, thawed French fries. Make sense? But look, kitchen scissors, look, this is what I mean. And just cut small cubes. We've done some fairly crazy things over the years, but I don't think I've ever cut up French fries into chunks like this. Kind of looks more like sweet corn. And that is going to give it one really bumpy, potatoey texture, but it's still chips going on, which is blooming stonking. Alright, it really does look like sweet corn, doesn't it? The only other thing to tell you is when it comes to breadcrumbs, I went to 4 different supermarkets this morning. Whenever I say this in a video, everyone's like, you just get some online. I just go to a shop and I hope that I can get it. Panko breadcrumbs generally, like Japanese breadcrumbs, they're really normally easy to get, but 4 shops didn't sell it. Then I realised you can make your own from home, because basically panko breadcrumbs are like crustless bread crumbs. If you can imagine, if you take a slice of white bread, take the crusts off and then kind of grate it, that is how you can make your own homemade breadcrumbs, because as they dry out, they go a little bit firmer, like breadcrumbs, easy peasy. So I thought, as a backup, I'll just buy a pack of breadcrumbs, which I have, and I found these ones that looked as close to it as I could. I mean, they're fairly similar. There's not much crustage going on there, but they're not quite as big and flaky. So that was my backup option, because I was like, oh, we're gonna have bread at home, aren't we? I won't buy a loaf of bread. We had seeded bread. Now, that would definitely do panko, but would also probably attract a lot of pigeons to my house. So too many seeds in that bread. So yours, ow! No! Oh, my knee. Yours is probably gonna look better than mine, like it does anyway, most time. Love that anyway. So we've got pat, we've got chopping board, kitchen towel, oil, and our station. So be as prepared as you can. I've even got a little damp cloth to one side in a bowl with cold water on the complete off chance that I burn myself. Obviously, I don't want to do that, but when I cook with oil, I hate it, and also I just generally get really scared. So that's why I might be a little bit more serious. If you are doing this, please be prepared and be careful. Wow, that was really serious. Oh, that is some pretty well risen dough. Look at that. Oh, it's gooey. It's gooey. Lovely. It's just coming to me, but this is like fried bread, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Fried bread, cheesy sausage hot dogs covered in chips, ketchup, mustard, and sugar. Here's what's going to happen. We are going to dredge the chilled sausage mozzarella in the flour to dry it out and help grip it to our batter. We're then going to either roll it or sprinkle it in some of the chips that, I'm telling you, looks so much like sweet corn, doesn't it? Sprinkle the breadcrumbs over to grip to the batter, which should hopefully cover all of that, and then it goes in there. Once it's done, we will put it down on some kitchen towel here, onto the board, and sprinkle it whilst it's still warm with the sugar. So this is where obviously having an oil frying machine, I did have one of those, but it was just disgusting to clean. Having an oil frying machine or being best friends with someone that runs a chip shop is better, because we've got to try and monitor the temperature, try and keep it fairly low. Remember, when you drop something in, it will shock it. Shock! That will shock the temperature and lower it down, but I'd much rather it was lower and warmed up than it being too hot and basically incinerating the dogs. So let's start off with the standard hot dog. We're just gonna dredge that in the flour. We're now sticking it into this batter, and I'm gonna lift some on top. Now the potato bits come on. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can go like this. It's making it really heavy. And then we dump the whole thing in the breadcrumbs. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Right. Oh yes. And there we go. Turn it over. Oh my gosh. And those chips have literally stuck on That's crazy. Straight onto my kitchen towel. Oh, baby. So there we go, off the drained kitchen towel and liberally dusted in sugar. It is a really crazy looking thing. And then some ketchup and some mustard. Oh my gosh, check that out. Oh my gosh. The sugar is going, ooh, naughty, is this a donut? The crunch and the freshness from the fry in there, the crispiness and the chips. That strangely works. It is a fluffy but crispy, crunchy bread. I love that. The chips are just embedded in it. I got like one or two, like there wasn't complete overload. But then the sweetness of the sugar maxed with the mustard, because there's sweetness in ketchup too. And then you forget about the hot dog in the middle, like, oh wow, that is wonderful. Right, let's see if we can get a mozzarella one to work, because I want to try and get some sort of cheese pulley thing. Way. Yeah, let's go for the cheese and sausage one. The weird combo. My first one was better. Yeah, we're going for a nice rustic shape on this one. It's even got like a horn. Only fear is if it bursts all the mozzarella out. But so far, it's kind of puffed up. I think that yeast is really helping and putting like a shield around it, which is really good. Woo! And this should have, hopefully, some melted cheese. Let's find out. Whatever happens, this is fun. And for me, that's what food is all about. Also, my best teachers at school, from what I remember, apart from the really strict ones, I always remember the real fun ones that made us learn, but in a fun way. So, probably better if I do it with this. Look. Ah, that's amazing. Can we get more? Can we get more? Oh, look, 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 look. Yes. Ah. Phenomenal. It's kind of confused. It's like a cardboard cutout. It's not sure whether it wants to be a cow or cardboard. It's kind of more sweet than it is savoury. The only savoury going on, mozzarella is kind of mild. It's the sausage and probably the mustard, but even that is fairly sweet. And then we have sugar in the batter too. It is so good. The crispiness. It's like a slightly savoury, confused donut. And the chips are kind of neutral. It's great. Well, I think I'm gonna call that a day. That is blooming amazing, and I really want you to be careful. Reiterate that, serious face. But try it. Oh my God, it's so good. What else could you stick on it? Could you do like an inverse Big Mac and stick like gherkins on it as well? Maybe don't do that. It just works. I love street food. I think I might have to go out to Korea and just literally film me eating. That would be amazing. Try it. Don't forget to subscribe, have your notifications turned on if you're not already, so you're aware of all new uploads. If you do try it, of course, send me a snap and I'll see of the foods. True story. I let my taste buds recover. Maybe we'll have a post-cut scene of a massive cheese pool, but I'll see you again.
Got all the notes, baby, like a treble clef. Cooking up this song like the naked chef. I know what you're thinking, British guy drinking tea, but I'm gangster British, baby. I prefer chickpeas.
Oh my gosh. A fun little project. Is it going to touch Daisy? Oh my gosh, we're nearly there. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Oh, it broke. Sorry, Daisy. Pat, innit? I just want to keep calling it Daisy. Sorry, Pat, you in a mood with me now?